Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You have the right to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'm going to place you all under oath. Please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Nicole Satelli bonded. Put that one back. Crystal Nelson.
Yes.
Can I have your date of birth?
10/11/85.
Okay, you are here for a battery on a law enforcement officer, assault on law enforcement officer, domestic battery, and resisting officer without violence.
Yes.
I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State anything you need to know?
No prior record, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address here on Lawrence Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live, ma'am?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
2 years.
Do you have a job?
No.
I need to order that you have no contact with Scott Fox. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email him. If you have any contact with him whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. I'm going to set your bond at $500 on each charge. I'm going to see you back to court September 25th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Marilyn Siska. Can I have your date of birth?
8/24/89.
You are here today for a trespass. I found probable cause for your arrest. Is there a way we can take care of this today?
Your Honor, yes, we will do 5 days. There was
that
a
puts you out too close to what we're trying to avoid. Three
works.
All right. Ms. Sisko, if you want to take care of this case today, the state will give you 3 days jail, which means you'll be out tomorrow. Do you want to go ahead and take care of this case today?
Yeah.
All right. Do you understand that by taking care of this case today, you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yeah.
Giving up the right to confront the witnesses against you, or witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yeah.
With regard to this trespass charge, how do you plead? Plead no contest.
No content.
Accept your plea of no contest when it's freely and voluntarily entered. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs and the cost of incarceration assessed against you. But that should clear up your case, and you should be out tomorrow. Okay?
All right.
Joshua Apparan. Every date of birth?
2/20/92.
You are here today for a violation of probation. It's on a misdemeanor case for criminal mischief and resisting without violence. Probation is recommending 60 days to resolve this case. Is that something you want to take care of today?
I'm sorry?
Probation is recommending 60 days for Hernando County Jail to resolve this case. Is that something you want to take care of today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have a hearing?
Yes.
Giving up right to confront the witnesses at that hearing and to call your own witnesses at that hearing. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, with regard to this violation of probation in 2019 MM2243, do you admit that you violated?
Yes.
I accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily given. Revoke and terminate your probation. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 60 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the time that you have in. When you initially were arrested for this case, were you given a notice to appear or were you arrested?
Arrested.
Okay. And did you bond out the next day?
No.
Okay. How many days were you in before you bonded out?
Somewhere near 30.
And Your Honor, I believe restitution was also ordered in this case, so if we could lean that.
Looking for the arrest date and when you bonded.
6/29.
He was arrested 6/29 and he bonded.
He was sentenced 7/22.
Okay, and he never bonded in between. Okay.
Late 7. Yeah, 7/22.
Okay. 23 days. Okay, looks like you have 25 days in total, so we'll give you credit for the 25 days that you have in, sends you to 60 days in the Hernando County Jail. You will have cost of prosecution, and if there was any restitution that you didn't pay, that'll be assessed as a lien against you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Fusco? Can I have your date of birth?
10/21/96.
All right, you were here today for a sexual battery in violation of an injunction. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office. Date?
Let's see, petty theft in 2015, 2 of those, possession of marijuana and a resisting in 2015, and a burglary of a structure in 2018 that he actually finished PTI on February 13th of this year.
Sure, right away about that.
And, he might have.
Must, I think it says still.
He might still be in PTI on that. We're asking for GPS as a condition of bond as well. He's already violated the injunction that's in place, so there's a clear disregard for that. So if we could get the GPS as well, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise, bond, not much of a criminal record, so whatever bond is appropriate for the judge to set.
Sir, I have an address here in Collegedale Lane in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
What are you saying?
I have an address here in Collegedale Lane in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yeah.
How long have you lived there?
About 2 years.
Do you have a job?
I did.
Okay, what kind of work did you do?
Was a mechanical electrician. I worked for Kazar's Electric.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $20,000 each. I'm going to order no contact with the victim. His initials are CC, and I'm going to order a GPS placed on your person before you are allowed to bond out on that. You are not to leave Hernando County or the state of Florida without permission of a judge or further order of the court, okay?
He said that they're $20,000?
Yes, sir. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon, okay? Justin Camacho?
What was his court date, Your Honor?
Excuse me, Judge, if I may please have a court date for Mr. Fusco?
September 25th at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mr. Camacho, can I have your date of birth?
9/6/88.
You are here for today for a violation of probation. It looks like you were placed on misdemeanor probation, and probation is recommending 30 days in order to resolve this case. Is that something you want to take care of today?
Yes.
Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have a hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses at that hearing and call your own witnesses at that hearing. Do you want to give up those
Yes,
rights in
ma'am.
order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
you have 2 days in from the initial arrest. I'll give you credit for those 2 days plus the 2 days you have in, so you'll get 4 days in. So I'm going to, do you admit that you violated your probation in case number 2019 CT 312?
Ma'am, I've been locked up since the 14th.
On this charge, were you brought from out of county?
Yeah, from Pasco.
Took 2 weeks to get here from Pasco? Are you here for
Yeah.
another charge as well?
No, ma'am.
Can the jail confirm that he came over from Pasco?
Yes, ma'am, he did, and it looks like, per their affidavit, he was arrested on this charge on August 14th.
Okay. All right. Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have that hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I accept your admission. I find this freely and voluntarily entered. Revoke and terminate your probation, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to the 30 days Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 16 days that you have in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you will have the cost of prosecution that you will still need to pay, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The cost of incarceration for the days in Hernando only.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Milton Delaney. Can I have your date of birth?
6/16/1968.
All right, you are here today for a battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
No, I'll get attorney.
Okay, do you know who you're going to hire?
No, I'd rather not say right now.
All right, I need to order that you have no contact with Russell Potter. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. If you do have any contact with Russell while this case is pending, then you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, Steve.
Yes, Your Honor, he was just released from prison in March of this year after serving about 7 months. And that was on a sale of a controlled substance, possession of paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance, failure to appear in 2017. There is, looks like it goes back to 2001 for a violation of probation. That's 2000 for sale of cocaine. To, 1999 paraphernalia. 1997 possession of marijuana. He was in prison between 1994 and when he was arrested in 1997. I don't know when he was released on that. 94 possession of paraphernalia, possession of cocaine. 93 loitering and prowling, violation of probation, sale of cocaine, possession of cocaine. In 1992, violation of probation, battery. 91, resisting or obstructing an officer without violence.
Okay. Mr. Delaney, are you staying at the Jericho Road Ministries? Is that where you live in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you been living there?
About 2 months.
All right. Do you have any type of job or anything?
No, ma'am.
How are you going to hire a lawyer then if you don't have a job and you're homeless?
I got my way.
Are you sure you don't want me to give you a lawyer right now? I can have someone come out and talk to you really soon.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Keep the bond at $2,000, and we'll see you back to court on September 25th at 8:30.
All right. Have a good day.
Jorge Wilson Majuca.
Su fecha de nacimiento, señor.
7/17 de 1965.
7/17 of 1965.
You are here today for a violation of probation
Usted está aquí esta mañana por incumplimiento de condena condicional.
based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt.
Está basado en una orden de detención firmada por el juez Merritt.
He wants you held no bond until your next court date,
Quiere que sea detenido sin fianza hasta su próxima fecha ante el tribunal,
which is going to be September 17th at 9 a.m.
lo cual será el 17 de septiembre a las 9 de la mañana.
Do you want a public defender to represent you?
¿Quiere que lo represente un defensor público?
No, I don't know.
No, I have defense.
Okay. Does he have another lawyer?
¿Tiene otro abogado?
Sí,
Yes.
vale.
Who is it?
¿Quién es? I'm sorry, this is interpreter. I did not understand
Okay,
what
just ask him if he knows the name of his lawyer.
¿Sabe el nombre de su abogado?
No.
Okay. Get back to court September 17th.
Bien, entonces lo vemos aquí en el tribunal el 17 de septiembre.
Over.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Brandon Leesner. Can I have your date of birth?
2/17/97.
Okay, you're here today because you failed to appear on some cases out of Pasco County. They want you held no bond until they get you back to Pasco County, so someone's going to be here to pick you up in the next few days. If for some reason they don't come pick you up in the next 5 days, the folks at the jail will bring you back to me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Alfred Williams.
One.
Can I have your date of birth?
February 4th, 1994.
Okay. You are here today for a violation of probation on a resisting without violence criminal mission and possession of paraphernalia. Doesn't look like you did anything on probation. Probation is recommending 11 months, 29 days, followed by 60 days in the Hernando County Jail in order to resolve this violation of probation case. Is that something you want to go ahead and look into today?
Can I say one real quick first? Is that okay?
If you want.
The probation officer, Ms. Newby, she let me know the only thing I had to do on the PTI was for me to finish the mental health assessment, and then I would have been done with the PTI. But for the suitable events of my life, I was in here, and then they told me a week later that I violated, which I already made an appointment to have my mental assessment. So I was kind of confused and thrown off when they told me I violated.
Okay. I'm not sure if
He
PTI was a
He
PTI.
had a PTI also, and he was on probation. He had both of them.
Okay.
He got arrested on a battery and kidnapping. That's why the VOP
False imprisonment
came
and
out.
domestic
Yes,
battery, right?
yes, that's why the VOP was put out there.
Okay, and he didn't do his anger management, he didn't do his community service, he didn't do his substance abuse evaluation and treatment, and he had contact with the victim, who is the victim in this case,
The victim in the
domestic battery case.
yes.
Okay, got it.
This one.
All right, so I'm just trying to clear it up for you. Those are the allegations. If you don't want to take care of this case today, that's completely fine. I understand that. What we'll do is we can appoint you a public defender, and we can see you back in court and talk about it another day. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say when she said that the PTI was on
Please,
Okay.
please be quiet. There's nothing we can do about that today. I would just recommend that you ask for the appointment of the public defender, and someone will be out to speak with you.
All right, so I'm going to appoint you a public defender. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint you a public defender. Someone will come out to talk to you soon. If you feel like you have certain defenses or you want a different disposition in your case, then you can talk to them about it, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, is it a misdemeanor case?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be September 19th at 9 a.m.
Yes.
in front of the Chase. Matthew Smith? Can I have your date of birth?
3/30/82. Judge,
I'd like to ask for ROR, please. I messed up. I'm a licensed contractor. I don't have anyone that can get me out. I've got contracts open, and they're just saying I spit on the cop, but I didn't spit on the cop. I had dirt in my mouth.
All right.
And then for the marijuana, I got a
Please be
marijuana card.
Mr. Smith, let me talk. You're almost the last person today on the docket, right? Did you see how everyone else came through?
Yes, ma'am.
And you saw that I asked them questions and they answered my questions?
Yes,
That's the
ma'am.
way it's supposed to go. The reason it's supposed to go like that is because my questions are specifically designed not to get you into any more trouble. You got it? So
Yes, ma'am.
just let me do my job and we'll figure out what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
You were here today for a battery on law enforcement officer, possession of hashish, that's 4 counts of that, possession of marijuana, and resisting an officer without violence. There's probable cause for your arrest. I'm going to ask the state attorney about your prior record, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. In February, it looks like he had a possession of a controlled substance with no disposition on it out of Pinellas. In 2018, August of last year, a possession of marijuana, a DUI, and refusal to submit to testing. There's no disposition on those. In 2017, we have a criminal mischief, battery on law enforcement officer. In 2017, a battery second offense. 2 battery second offenses. In 2013, that was dropped. We had a 2012 domestic battery that was no pros. 2010, leaving the scene of accident, DUI. 2006, violation of probation. 2004, resisting an officer without violence, criminal mischief. Battery second offense. Felony battery. 2002, looks like he was sentenced as under the youthful offender for a robbery. Ag assault on an officer, 2 counts of those, and an obstruction or opposing with violence, and then he has some juvenile charges.
I had a just here in Rottingham Road in Port Richey. Is that where you live, Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how long have you lived there?
2 years.
And you said you have a job. What kind of work do you do?
I'm a licensed contractor, air conditioning contractor.
All right, well, Mr. Smith, on paper, you don't look so good, so I'm not going to be able to ROR you, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set your bond count number 1 at $2,000. Counts 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to be $500 each. I'm sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, $500 each, and the last 2 counts are $1,000 each. So that's a total of $6,000. It's a total of $6,000. We're going to see you back in court on September 25th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Larry Gowdig. Should I have your date of birth?
1283.
You are here today for witness tampering. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you have the public defender representing you on your other cases?
No, I'm not going to need one. This will be over with soon.
And Your Honor, he does have a
I know.
private attorney.
He's not going to need one though for this.
I have something to say though.
Nope. Don't say anything. No contact with the men of the temple. We'll see you back in court September 9th, 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to keep your bond at $5,000. All right.